Hi, JPO here again. Time for another razor honing video. This time I'm using a Amakusa stone. I'm testing it. This is a Shiro Amakusa. It's a white Amakusa. These are typically in the around 1000 grit in most of them, but some are a little finer. I'm not sure. This particular one is it's on loan, so and I think it's more closer to 1000 grit. And yeah, this is the first time I'm using it, so now I'm just testing it as if it can be used as a natural bevel setter option or alternative. So this Dovo 6.8 Bismarck was previously honed on tape, and now killed edge, so now I'm giving the stone a little to work with. But as you can see, it's removing steel quite fast. So it's a little gritty feeling, but yeah. So it's from the microscope images, it seems like it's close to 800 or 1000 grit. But there seems to be some impurities in the stone. So the stone I'm getting, I have a Amakusa stone that's coming from Japan. That's supposed to be around 3K, and it's from Japan Avenue, and they're actually recommending it as a bevel setter for razors. So these Amakusa stones apparently come in vary a little, so hopefully it will be a finer variant of this one. But I ordered this Amakusa from Japan Avenue based on my experience with this one, so really happy with how this worked out as a natural bevel setting option for razors. Yeah, so not much interesting here. It's you're just experiencing the stone as I'm experiencing, while I'm experiencing how it performs. It soaks up a little water, and again you can feel that there are some uneven grit particles that you can feel, but doesn't seem like they are detrimental to the edge. So yeah, it's also releasing a little slurry, but I would probably rate the hardness of the stone at 3.5 or something like that. But I've also seen these Amakusa stone in red and white, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's the difference between these white Amakusas and the red ones, but I assume these are quite common in Japan, and yeah, probably not considered high-end in any way, but so it's going to be interesting to see how my stone that comes in a few days, how this compares to this one. It's hopefully the listing is correct, because they stated that it was around 3K and that it was not your typical Amakusa or Bin's way. That's around 800 to 1,000 grit. So, and every stone that have come from Japan Avenue have always matched the description. So, yeah, and the delivery from Japan with DHL is also fast, and yeah, it's you can get a package from Japan in less time than you can get it from Oslo, so in Norway. So that's quite impressive. So so this would be a much easier process if I didn't joint the edge, and if this had been honed without tape before. So now I'm correcting almost on 1 degree in the bevel angle, and I'm straightening out flattening the bevel again. So this seems to work quite well as a bevel setting option, but yeah, it's as the microscope images will show, it's also quite leaves a toothy edge, but it's a lot easier to clean up this type of toothy edge than a 1K toothy edge. So it leaves a toothy apex, but doesn't cut as deep as your typical synthetic stone will. So yeah, it all depends on what you like. These natural stones are probably something you buy because you enjoy the process of using them, and the history, and yeah, I'm not sure. It's not the easiest choice to go for naturals, but yeah, so now the bevel is more or less back to working condition, and but as I said earlier, the apex condition is a little rough, but it's there's no gouges going up further up the bevel. Most of the damage is locally at the apex, so that usually means it's a lot easier to refine this than all the subsurface damage you get from a synthetic stone that you're not able to see. Yeah, this is a mid-range Namito stone that I'm going to use to just start the refinement before I finish with my final Abacedo. So the goal here is just to test the Amakusa stone, and in retrospect, I know I should have spent a little more time on this stage, or at the final finishing stage, because I already shaved with the razor, and it shaved okay, but yeah, the work needed to heal this the damage from the Amakusa was yeah, I need to do more work to get a smooth edge, but more on that later. So these Namito stones are really interesting and fun to use as a mid-range option. This is a relatively soft one. So they're a viable option if you don't want to go the Salanagura route. So this can easily replace at least 2 Anaguras. Yeah, so this really wasn't enough to prepare it for the next stone. It's so the next stone is Usuku. I'm just using a Tumo slurry. So this Namito should have produced a finer edge. So I didn't do enough work on the Namito. So then I could have recovered that just by creating a thicker slurry here and doing more work, but yeah, I ended up taking a shortcut. Yeah, but you never know before you actually shave it with the razor. But from the microscope images, it didn't look like it would be a stellar edge. So yeah, but again, this zoning session was more to test Amakusa and yeah. So I know that if I just add a little more work either on the mid-range or if I add maybe a Kuma Nagura at this stage, I can easily get the final refinement needed to get a smoother edge. It did shave okay, but it struggled a little going against the grain in my tough spots. So yeah, lessons learned, but again, that was not the point of this honing. So hopefully the Amakusa I'm getting is a notch finer and hopefully not slower than the stone I used this time. So in that case, the work I'm doing now might just be enough to get a better result. Yeah, this is also a level 4.5 stone, but when I received the stone there was a fair amount of oxidation on the top layer, so after using it for a while and lapping it several times, it actually now feels more like a level 5 stone, and it also it's fine and it's also reasonably fast. I really enjoy this particular Suku stone. So this is the size format I prefer. The larger stones are a little more cumbersome and not really that good to use for hand honing. So this is for me the perfect size format for a razor hone. Yeah, especially for more of your finishing type of work. But it's nice to have a bench size for bevel corrections and stuff like that. But for this, I prefer to this size format. yeah, not much is interesting here. Just doing going by feel and doing some refinement. Yeah, so the final edge looks looks okay, but there's still some refinement potential at the apex, and yeah, I really should have done some more work to clean up this. But, sometimes these edges shave quite well, but there's always a uncertainty when they look like this. So yeah, so that's it. This was just to test the Amakusa stone and not these other stones. But Yeah, so I'll make a new video when the new Amakusa stone comes. That's sold as a slightly finer stone, so see how that fits in here. So thank you for watching. See you.